What do you think from a global political perspective? How cooked is the United States, do you think?
I haven't been paying attention to the international news as much because there's so much like things he's doing to kind of destroy the country domestically. I've been paying attention to the cutting the science funding. He's been the due
Uh,
process stuff with the court cases. Um, but we'll see. I hope that my hope is that there will be a kind of understanding of
Understanding?
like there will be an understanding. There will be some kind of like yeah, I think it's gone. I mean, I think it's not like they just think this is a bump in
Uh,
the road of the American relationship. There's like they think that we're kind of out of our minds. I think China looks like a reasonable, rational actor. They're posting videos of Ronald Reagan and talking about free trade being a good thing.
mhm.
Yeah, I see a lot of people just like you can't deal with this industry. Like the Japanese, they send a delegation. They just basically they say that the Americans want them to buy rice. Like they want the Trump administration wants Japanese to buy rice from
Oh.
America. So they're just out of there. I should check that. That was a headline I saw. I'm not
Mhm.
100% sure if that's real, but I think I saw that. And yeah, it's the trust is not going to be there. I think like our position is going to depend a great extent on like maintaining our economic lead. This is just going to but all of that is going to be terrible. I mean, we haven't even talked about like what's going on with science funding, but also like foreign students, like making
Oh my
life
God,
tough
who
for
are
people who
all,
want to travel here.
yeah, the amount. One of the things that triggered me the most, it was a really good argument I heard. I think it was a Cato Institute argument. To be fair, they're always like pro immigration and they don't even seem to care that much about illegal immigration because it's, libertarians or whatever. But that the arguments that they made around DACA kids, that it's like, even if you're the most racist motherfucker in the world, even if you hate illegal immigrants, these are people, these are children that we've paid to educate in our country. They're registered with the government and not committing crime. These are like the cream of the crop type of immigrants you could have in your country, right?
Yeah.
We've paid for them. They're coming into their tax-paying years, and we know they're not committing crimes because they're registered with the government. They can't have major crimes. They would get deported. Why would you deport these people? Or yeah, all this fighting with like, why are we attacking fucking like Harvard and Columbia? These are like world-renowned institutions of education in the United States. Everybody around the world looks at these as favorable things, and we're like, yeah, get them out of here. Deport these motherfuckers. Get these. I was like, bro, they literally subsidize our own education. They come here, they pay
Yeah.
full tuition and shit. These
Yeah.
is like the deportation or the attack of like kind of like I guess you would call it the elite human capital or institution.
Yeah, it's a war on elite human capital. I mean, they hate foreigners and they hate educated people, and so they see a foreign student, they see a kind of something they can squeeze that they will go for it. Look, this is basic like they don't believe in that. This is this is nationalist ideology. The ideology is that the only thing you can get from interaction with foreigners is some kind of some negative
Culture or
outcome.
whatever.
Either they're screwing you or you're screwing them. If they come and they get a job, it's a one less job for an American. They don't get like the American university system, American science is like the engine of the progress of the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they talk about like China and they talk about like, oh my God, they're our competition, this, that, which is like true, but like there's a lot of Chinese students who've come to the United States who've
Yes.
done amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
If it's true that, COVID leaked from a lab, it doesn't mean like the answer is actually more cooperation with China. It's not like going to war with China or something like that. It's like figuring out what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's just none of that.